Sports, sounds, and sneakers.
And boom goes the dynamo.
And now, Sports Rap Live with Adam Rapp, Andrew Martinez,
and hi. Welcome back to Sports Rap Live, everybody. Yeah, that was a quick intro.
It was making sure we were paying attention.
That's all right. Hey, you know what? That's that championship hangover, kind of like.
Big ups to Johnny though, holding the board.
Absolutely,
much appreciated.
Absolutely. And you know what? I gotta send a big shout out. I know it's Thursday. We're not even gonna have a bad rap tonight because this has been an incredible show. Namaste. Our boy Arian Foster checked in. Paul Wall, the People's Champ. Bun B, the executive producer, and everybody else that checked in here on Sports Rap Live. But right now, we have another special guest on the line right now, and we are joined by our boy SoccerTalk Luis. What is happening?
Not much. Ready for the Dynamo season opener in 3 days. Excited.
I bet you are. Well, you know what? Who better to talk to about the Dynamo than the head coach himself? Luis, why don't you give him a proper introduction?
Let me introduce the Dynamo head coach, two-time MLS Cup winner coach, Dominic Kinnear.
Yes. He is here on the line. Coach, how you doing?
I'm doing good, guys. How you doing?
Man, we are great here. You know, SoccerTalk Luis has been talking for months about this season opener and about getting you on the show. We are so happy to have you here. Of course, Sports Talk 790 is a big supporter of the Dynamo. We have, the Dynamo Matters show. We have SoccerTalk Luis here that joins us on Sports Rap Live. So I'm going to turn it over to him and kind of ask you some questions about the upcoming season.
Okay, sounds good.
Hey, what's going on, Coach? Great to have you on the show. So how are you excited about the upcoming season this year?
Yeah, I feel pretty good. You know, we had a pretty good preseason. We came out of they got all the games relatively healthy. You know, the tough thing is we get 7 games in a row to start off the year, but all in all, feel pretty confident about how we're going to be looking after 34 games.
Well, Coach, the Dynamo, you know, that you guys opened up your 2012 campaign after a trip to the finals against LA last season. What are your realistic expectations for the upcoming season?
Well, the expectations for us are always to try and qualify for the playoffs. You know, it takes the top 5 in either conference to be able to do that. You know, and we have those expectations all the time, whether, you know, it's tons of guys returning or just a couple of, or the, you know, like last year was a ton of guys we kind of made the team over. So the expectations are all the same. It's never good to shoot low. We always try and shoot high, and if we do meet it, then we know we've had a good season.
Awesome. Well, a big factor that was missing in the championship game last season was Brad Davis. How's he doing right now, health-wise?
He's doing good. I mean, if everything goes okay the next couple of days, he'll be starting the game on Sunday against Chivas USA. Obviously, Brad had a great season last year. Was up for MVP of the league, and rightly so. So to have him healthy is important for us. As you know, he's such a good player for us during the run of play and from his delivery on corner kicks and free kicks. So pretty happy to have Brad back healthy, and here's to him having another good season for us.
Awesome, good. Going from one origin to another. How does it feel to have Brian Ching back in the mix for this season?
Yeah, it was a pretty sad little story there with Brian getting picked by Montreal in the expansion draft, but luckily we kept on working at it. We were able to get him back, and to see him back practicing with us was fantastic. I think we're all happy for him. And when you look at 2012 and you see that the Dynamo are moving into a new stadium, if there's one guy that deserves to be in the team and the squad in the stadium, it's Brian Ching. And like I said, we're just very happy for him that he's back with us.
Perfect. Coach, I'm so glad you brought that up. We all know the Dynamo are going to be opening the brand new BBVA Compass Stadium in May. But how is your team going to fare opening the season with 8 straight road games?
Yeah, it's going to be tough. I think we'll just have the answer for that when the road trip is over. But I think if you look at the first game first, and we're heading to the West Coast to play Chivas USA. It's all going to be just games home or away. And for us, I think we can't fall and just say, well, the road games, we have to go out and try and win some games here. So, week by week, we'll see how the record goes, but our intention is to win some of these games and keep ourselves in the playoff race, even though it's only 7 games into the season.
Good. Yeah, it took 7 years to get the stadium here, but we got it. So, big shout out to the city of Houston and giving the stadium to the Dynamo. Speaking of rivalries, I know there's a big rivalry between Houston and Dallas. but the last 2 playoff games we lost has been against the LA Galaxy. You think that's a big rivalry now in the making?
No, I don't. I still think our main rival is Dallas, even though we're in different conferences. I think it's one of those teams that you enjoy playing against. You don't want to see them succeed. Actually, as I'm sitting here talking, I'm watching the San Jose Sharks playing the Dallas Stars, and I'm hoping the Sharks beat them. Because I guess living in Houston this long has kind of led me to not have any hate, but have a little dislike towards the Dallas sporting franchises. I have a ton of respect for Shellis Hinman and his team, but it's always good to beat Dallas, and we went up there last year and won that game. It was a great feeling for us for many reasons, and I think the best reason was Houston beating Dallas again.
Of course, and Luis was up there covering that game for us right here on Sports Wrap Live. We are very happy to have him out there all season. Now, we had a couple of the Dynamo girls. They're going to have their auditions this Saturday, March 10th. But, Coach, let me ask you something. With the MLS and its growing popularity, where do you see this league in the next 5-10 years as far as popularity in the United States?
I don't know about that. I think when you look at what's happened in the last, I would say, 5 years or so, with stadiums, television, I think David Beckham obviously has brought a lot of popularity to Major League Soccer. If we can continue to draw some big names to come over here and to play, continue to have a good World Cup showing by our U.S. national team. I don't want to reach out too much, but I would say in the next 5 to 10 years, with a good infusion of cash, I think we could be a top 7 league in the world.
There it is. There it is. You heard it right there from the horse's mouth. Coach Dom right here on the line. Thank you so much, Coach, for joining us. I know Luis has one more question for you before we let you go.
So, this is my big question is, we just asked all the good questions tonight, but I'm just excited for the 2012 season. So hopefully y'all make it to the MLS Finals this year. Do you know what the site is going to be this year for the MLS Cup? They haven't announced it, I don't think. Do you know?
Well, it's a little change of the rules, Luis. It's whoever makes the final has whoever is the highest seed will get to host the final.
Oh, that's cool.
So,
that's cool.
say for us, we finished first in the East, and we have 50 points, and we're in the final, and the other finalist team has 48 points, and we will host the final. So it's the first year that they're going to try and give it to a team who's made the final rather than having a neutral site. I think it's a great idea. I think it's great for the sport.
Sure.
I think it makes teams want to come up or finish as high as they can in their conferences. I think it's a great idea.
Very similar to baseball. They now have the one wild card playoff game, to spark some interest at the end of the year. So we're glad to see that for the MLS and soccer all in all. And real quick, Coach, before we let you go, I got to ask you, talk a little bit about the greatness of Lionel Messi and his 5 goals in the Champions League. Do you think we'll ever see him in the MLS?
Oh, I hope we see him in Houston.
Exactly. That's why I asked.
You have to remember, and it was funny, I was just texting back and forth with a friend of mine, and to be totally honest, this guy is on another planet right now. He's playing, I think, somewhere where no one else has ever played. You have to remember, too, he's only about 23, 24 years old, because a lot of soccer ahead of him. And that's what I mean. If MLS can keep getting the big-name players like Beckham, Thierry Henry, if Lionel Messi were to ever come here and play in MLS, it would be a huge steal for Major League Soccer. And I'm sure it's one of those that if it ever came up, every team in Major League Soccer would want that player to play for them, including Houston.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, this guy's only 24 years old. He already has 228 goals for Barcelona. He's only 8 away from being the all-time leading scorer goal.
And Pele doesn't like that very much.
Barcelona.
Pele.
I think he scored 4 goals in the weekend there, so he's got 9 goals in 2 games. I think the most impressive thing is when you look at today's modern-day soccer, and defenses are kind of built around shutting down teams, and every team that steps in the field, the number one objective for them is trying to stop Lionel Messi, and you see the numbers he's putting up, just shows you how good he is.
So, do you think he'll be the best ever to play the game of soccer, like they claim Jordan is the best to play basketball?
Yeah, I mean, it's possible. I can only talk about the players that I've seen live myself. And from what I've seen, and I was a big Michel Platini fan, I know Diego Maradona was a wonderful player.
Sure.
Players that I've seen on TV and live, it's hard to pick someone better than him right now.
Awesome. Hey, Coach, thank you so much for joining us here on Sports Wrap Live. We hope to get you on throughout the season. SoccerTalk, Luis, he fights for soccer here. And real quick, before we tune out, why don't you convince my co-host, Andrew Martinez, why he should be into the Dynamo this year?
I think the only thing that Andrew can do is come out and watch a game. I think it's one of you have to experience that. I'm not going to tell the guy you have to come out and do this. I think if he comes to a game, I think it's one of those he'll get hooked to it. It's a great spectator sport. So Andrew, come on out, and I think you'll like it.
I'll do that, Coach. I'll take you up. I'll go out to a game with Luis, and I'll check it out firsthand, and I'll report back on my experience, and I'm sure it'll be a good one.
All right, thanks a lot.
Thanks, Coach. We'll talk to you real soon, huh? Good luck on Sunday.
Hey, my pleasure, guys. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Coach.
Absolutely. Hey, Luis, good pull tonight, man. That just capped it off. What a great show tonight. We have had so many special guests. I can't even name them all. We had Arian Foster, Namaste. We had Dobeezy, Blue Magic. We had Paul Wall, No Sleep Till Houston, baby.
What it do?
DJ Drama, what it do? Of course, we have the Rapp Pack in the building. 220 is here.
Bun.
Of course, Bun B, the executive producer. DJ Gons, Andrew Martinez, Soccer Talk Luis.
Quick thing.
J Nature.
Quick
Yes,
thing.
sir.
I want to give a shout out to everybody who, thanked me for my birthday. Whether or not they came to the party or not, thank the wife for setting up the whole surprise because everybody got me. I had no idea. I was clocking out of work, and
You were late to your own birthday party.
I know, man. So big ups to the wife for putting that down. Everybody who came out, whether y'all tweeted, Facebook, gave me a call, I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Absolutely, Gons. Absolutely. How old are you now?
27.
That's right. Hey, if you guys want to watch the Horns, come over here to Junction Bar and Grill. It's getting down to it.
You got about 4 minutes.
Win or go home. Win or go home, pretty much. Hey, you guys join us Sunday night. I cannot wait. We're going to be out there at Dave & Buster's for our Selection Sunday special. Yes, thank you very much for the people in the back. They're giving us a round of applause.
Get on the bracket at Sports 790.
That's right. And don't get a bad rap from us for not filling out your Sports 790 Bracket Challenge brackets after Sports Wrap Live, Selection Sunday, live from Dave & Buster's. I'm so excited about it. Go on sports790.com right now. Fill out your bracket. And thank you guys for tuning in to the Rapp Pack around the world. You never know where in the world we might be. So if you see us, shout us out and make sure you keep your dial tuned in to Sports Talk 790 for when you get up tomorrow morning to hear the big show with Matt, Adam, Lance, and the rest of the game. Chance your D's. Make sure you keep on pushing. See y'all Sunday. That's a wrap.